This is the most difficult piece I've ever made. A customer reached out to me with what seemed like a wild request. She asked if I could create earrings inspired by El Rapto de las Mulatas by Cuban painter Carlos Enriquez. If you've ever seen that painting, you know exactly why I immediately said no. That painting is sensual, it's chaotic, there's motion, violence, beauty, mysticism. It's so deeply Cuban. How do you translate that into little pieces of wearable art? Well, she convinced me. I sat in front of a blank piece of clay, staring for a long time, drawing in the air because I had no idea how to start. I didn't have a stamp or a mold, just clay in my hands. Galloping horses, stormy skies, mulatas almost floating in a dream of violence and passion. Carlos Enriquez had this way of turning brushstrokes into movement, raw, visceral movement, and I had to somehow make that into something tangible, tiny, and elegant. Some designs are not meant to be planned, they're meant to be trusted, and this one was definitely a trust the process kind of design. And listen, there was no turning back. I was going to make this happen. I realized something. El Rapto de las Mulatas isn't a neat or polished painting. It's surreal, explosive, symbolic. Honestly, it's kind of a beautiful mess. It doesn't follow rules. It doesn't ask permission. It just exists in this raw, chaotic state full of movement and tension and emotion. It's not about being perfect. It's about capturing something powerful and uncontrollable. My piece didn't have to be perfect either. I didn't need clean lines or flawless clay or sculpted brushstrokes. I needed feeling and movement. Now let's get deep into this for a minute. The word rapto in Spanish has multiple meanings, and both are important when looking at this painting. Traditionally, in art and mythology, like in El Rapto de Persephone or The Rape of Persephone, rapto refers to a mythological abduction, a dramatic taking that symbolizes things like passion, transformation, or fate. It's not always meant as violent, but more symbolic and emotional. Now, in a modern sense, though, rapto can also mean a forceful or violent kidnapping full of tension, power, and trauma. I believe Carlos Enriquez plays with both meanings. The painting feels mythological and surreal, like something out of a dream or a legend, but at the same time, it carries real-world weight, race, gender, colonialism, and Cuban identity. It's raw, chaotic, and disturbing all at once. And so this piece became more than just earrings. It became a journey, not just artistic, but personal and historical too. When I said yes to this challenge, I didn't realize how deeply it would pull me in. I started reading about Carlos Enrique, about the painting, about her story. I think this whole process made me grow as an artist, as a Cuban. And when you allow art to teach you, when you follow it instead of trying to control it, something truly powerful happens. Thank you for watching, for listening, and for being part of this story with me. This piece holds a lot, and I'm proud I got to share it with you.